Alright, hello again, and I'm here. I'm going to make another video real quick on another Leatherman product. So, today, I have the Leatherman Bolster, and this is a newer tool from Leatherman. It's not brand new, it's been out for a little bit, but this basically is an updated version of our, Sidekick and our Wingman, so I wanted to give these a quick comparison after I run through the tool set on this real quick. So, let's open this thing up. Now, this is a spring-loaded plier here. So, you don't see this very often on a Leatherman, just literally on the models I was talking about earlier. So, this is kind of a combination of a few tools. The Wingman, the Sidekick, and the Rev. This whole side is identical to the Rev, and well, we'll go over that. So let's bust this thing open real quick. Well, might as well talk about the pliers first. We got a pair of needle nose the whole way down. They get real thin at the end. Then you have a pair of standard pliers plus your wire cutters. It looks like they have a spot for hard and soft. So on the outside of this tool, you have the straight edge knife. And that is the only outside tool. And that is supposed to be a one-handed knife, and you can do it. So let's go on the inside here. And you have the flat and the Phillips. And then on this side you have, and this one tool's the lanyard ring's right in the way, isn't it? There it is. So we have the wire stripper can opener, and you get the lanyard ring, and then you have these two are locked together here. You have the flathead roller, and you have the serrated blade here. So if you take a look here, I have a Leatherman Rev. This was my first Leatherman multi-tool I ever picked up. I wanted to try it, see if I was going to like Leatherman or not, and I did. I bought one, and I used this for about a year before I decided to move up to my next one. And then I ended up with a Wave, and that has been my favorite tool since. But as you can see, this side of the bolster, it is exactly the same. Every mark, every cutout, every part of this thing is exactly the same. It's like they used the whole left side of the Rev here, but the Rev is not spring-loaded. Moving on to the other side of this tool, as you can see, the can opener, wire stripper, still the same. The file is the same. I just, I used this tip as a screwdriver one time on something I shouldn't, and I snapped it right off. So these files are hardened different than the rest of the tools, so it's not uncommon to snap these things off if you're trying to torque them really hard like a screwdriver. And then this one obviously has the package opener, while this one has a serrated blade. So the bolster has that blade just like the other tools we're talking about. And when you fold this thing back in and fold it up, there's not much difference there between this Rev and this bolster. Now, the tool that is closest to this bolster would be, that would be this guy right here. So the Sidekick, these are almost the identical tool. There's just slight differences between this one and this one. So if we bring this one in here, if we bring the Sidekick in with the bolster, you can see this side is exactly the same. So if I can not cut myself here, let's open this up the same way. And as you can see, this side on the Sidekick looks as if they copied it exactly. So this whole side is the same tool, which that's not a bad thing. The Sidekick is an awesome tool. I carried this for a long time. And it has the same file, the same knife, the same combo tool, can opener / wire stripper, plus the lanyard ring. This is stamped definitely by the same machine. And when you pop that open and pop this open, the knife is even on the same exact side. So this whole leg, minus the name, is exactly the same. And then when you look at this side, it has the same tool, these two, but on the Sidekick, you get a saw. So you have the saw. This has the same leg as the Rev, so you're not getting an outside tool on it. So that's the Sidekick with it. And then I'll show you if you fold this one up too, you're going to get a tool about the size of the Rev and the bolster. And we might as well go over this Wingman real quick while I have it out, because this is another tool. It's the same thing. It's spring loaded just like the other ones. All of these are except for the Rev. And there are slight differences between this one. So you still have that file in the middle. You still have that can opener, but instead of the serrated blade on this one, you get the package opener. This side is still identical. You get the Phillips and the flat, but on the inside of this one, you get the scissors instead of saw on the other model. So that is the Wingman. So let's fold that one up. So with this bolster, it is basically a newer and improved version of the other tools that I had out on the table here. They just modernized it a little bit. I mean, all the tools are identical. They made it a little bit lighter. They basically just smashed the two tools together and put a new name on it. So if you like any of them tools, I would definitely recommend picking this one up for sure. They all have a pocket clip. You can still buy all of them tools except for the Rev, I think. I don't think they sell the Rev anymore unless they brought it back. I'll have to get on and check, but let me, oh, and if you prefer a spring-loaded tool, this is one of the only ones you're going to get from Leatherman. You're either going to get the bolster, it's spring-loaded, the Sidekick, spring-loaded, and the Wingman is spring-loaded. The Rev is not, but they all have the same profile, same size profile. I can grab any of them and you say, here's the bolster and here's the Wingman. They're just slightly different because the one has the Rev leg. The bolster, one side has the Rev leg and the other side is the Wingman leg. So as you can see on here, all of these tools have a very, very, very similar profile. Especially sitting, you can see the Rev and the bolster are the closest because of this leg. So it's an awesome tool. I would definitely recommend it if you like if you liked any of these other tools, if you carried them for a long time, I would definitely recommend picking it up just to have it in the collection. None of, the outside knife locks, but none of the other tools on the inside lock. They're just a slip joint design, along with these other ones too. Like the saw locks, the outside tools all lock on these, except for the inside tools. So the knife even locks on this one. It's in a little bit different position on the knife on the Rev, but other than that, these tools do and are basically the same thing. It's just a mismatched version of all of these put together, and then the bolster came out of that. So I would definitely recommend this tool. I can't complain about it. I've carried it a little bit, but if you want one, I would say buy it. It's a good USA brand, and you can't beat Leatherman. But thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.